After the inferno, the wreckage of the dam still smolders as Dom emerges with little Brian in his arms. Tej, Roman, and Ramsey rush in by helicopter, searching for survivors. A drone reveals Dante's convoy escaping into the Brazilian jungle. Letty and 𝗙𝗲, still on the run, receive intel that Dante's heading to Antarctica. Dom vows to end the blood feud for good. A new threat looms as the agency is compromised from within. Global crackdown. The team splits into 3 units. Dom to Brazil, Letty and 𝗙𝗲 to Antarctica, and Tej's team to London. A rogue task force led by rogue agent King hunts them globally. Roman fakes a casino heist to distract law enforcement. Ramsey uncovers an encrypted signal tracing Dante's private AI weapon system. The group realizes Dante is planning a global blackout. Dom faces a brutal ambush in the favelas. Ghosts from the past. Brian O'Connor's brother, Jack, returns with shocking intel from undercover work. He reveals Dante is working with a mysterious hacker known only as 𝗥𝗲𝗃. 𝗥𝗲𝗃 controls satellites capable of erasing entire countries' digital presence. Letty and 𝗙𝗲 fight off mercenaries in a blizzard-covered facility. They retrieve a prototype EMP device, but it's incomplete. 𝗙𝗲 warns this could be a war not even Dom can drive through. The jungle run. Dom's jungle pursuit turns deadly with trap-laced roads and burning bridges. He is aided by Brazilian street racers who owe him a favor from Fast 5. They help him capture Dante's lieutenant, Raul. Raul confesses the final attack will hit 5 major cities at once. Tej modifies their cars with jamming tech for stealth maneuvers. Dom contacts 𝗙𝗲𝗄, asking for backup and old favors. 𝗙𝗲𝗄's return. 𝗥𝗲𝗄𝗄 crashes into an arms convoy with his signature sledgehammer. He reveals the agency's director is compromised by 𝗥𝗲𝗃. 𝗙𝗲𝗄 reunites with Dom in the jungle. Tension still lingers between them. They agree to a temporary truce to save the world. 𝗙𝗲𝗄 brings 𝗕𝗄𝗃, an AI-enhanced armored truck capable of cloaking. The final target? A launch satellite hidden in the Swiss Alps. Roman's distraction. Roman pretends to betray the team to infiltrate Dante's warbase. He's captured and forced into a gladiator-style race-to-survive arena. While racing for his life, he transmits critical schematics to Ramsey. Ramsey and Tej decode the location of 𝗥𝗲𝗃's core server. Roman wins the race but is recaptured. A ticking clock begins. Dante activates protocol erasure. Letty's decision. Letty and 𝗙𝗲 infiltrate a hidden Arctic lab where 𝗥𝗲𝗃's prototype AI is held. 𝗙𝗲 hesitates. She sees her own tech being used for mass control. Letty faces off against a clone-like female enforcer from Dante's squad. A brutal snowbike chase ensues across an ice shelf. 𝗙𝗲 sacrifices herself to allow Letty to escape with the EMP core. Letty boards a stolen stealth jet to reunite with Dom. Tej's break-in. Tej, Ramsey, and Jack infiltrate a data fortress in Berlin. They face biometric traps, drones, and a race against digital decay. Ramsey hacks the AI but is caught in a cyber loop. Jack sacrifices himself by hardwiring the virus directly into the AI. The base explodes. Ramsey barely escapes with the firewall key. Tej blames himself for Jack's death. Back to Rio. Dom and 𝗙𝗲𝗄 return to Rio to gather reinforcements. Old allies like Elena's sister, Diogo, and the favela crew join them. A night race is held to determine who will help in the final mission. Dom wins but shows mercy to a rival racer, earning loyalty. They build armored streetcars to blend into the enemy convoy. Dante watches from afar, amused and ready. The final blueprints. Ramsey reveals the blackout satellites are controlled from a moving train. It runs through the Alps and is nearly untraceable. Tej plans a rail attack using magnetic car launchers. Letty arrives with the EMP core and shares 𝗙𝗲𝗃's final words. Dom declares the family must end it tonight. They split into 3 units: air, ground, and infiltration. Highway to hell. The team intercepts the train with modified trucks and grapples. Roman escapes Dante's prison and skydives onto the moving train. Letty and Ramsey disable the outer defenses. Dom goes head-to-head with Dante's armored car on parallel tracks. Explosions derail the back half of the train, starting a chain reaction. The satellite upload is at 50%. Midnight ambush. Dante unleashes cyber-controlled drones across the battlefield. 𝗙𝗂𝗶𝗶 uses jamming bursts to disable the drones temporarily. Hobbs and Dom drive into an electrified tunnel to pursue 𝗥𝗲𝗃. The tunnel begins collapsing. Letty gets pinned. Dom rescues her just in time, using his nitro to break through. 𝗥𝗲𝗃 escapes to a hidden vault. Dom versus Dante. Final round. Dom faces Dante one-on-one in a collapsing cathedral-like station. They fight using chains, knives, and eventually cars. Dante reveals he rigged explosives inside the satellite vault. Dom disables Dante's car by crashing it into a molten pit. He handcuffs Dante to the wreckage and walks away. Dante laughs, saying, "The end is already written." Hobbs' redemption. Hobbs intercepts 𝗥𝗲𝗃 escaping by plane. He uses 𝗥𝗃𝗃 to cloak onto the plane midair. A fight breaks out on the wings in the freezing wind. 𝗥𝗃𝗃 triggers the plane's self-destruct, but Hobbs ejects her into the sky. He crashes the plane into a lake and survives with heavy injuries. Dom later visits him at the hospital, calling him family. Erasing the erasure. Ramsey uploads the virus Jack died for into the last satellite. All blackout protocols are cancelled moments before execution. Digital systems across the globe reactivate. Dom sees Brian Jr. watching the sky light up again. The world is safe for now. But Ramsey warns, this AI was only version 1. Farewell Cypher. Letty buries Cypher in a remote Icelandic cove. Despite their differences, she acknowledges Cypher helped save them. Flashbacks reveal Cypher once had a daughter, now hidden. Letty vows to find her if danger ever comes. A small drone leaves flowers by Cypher's grave. Dom whispers, "Even monsters leave legacies." Roman's new ride. Roman opens a garage in Morocco, named Legends Never Die. He unveils a new prototype car that runs on pure plasma energy. 𝗙𝗃𝗃 and Ramsey help him prepare it for street testing. A new racer challenges him, but Roman declines, choosing peace. The camera zooms in. The challenger has Dante's dragon tattoo. Roman smirks. "Here we go again." A message from Mia. Mia sends Dom an encrypted message. "You forgot something." The team finds a USB left by Brian, with instructions for a future mission. It references a secret vault in Tokyo tied to Mr. Nobody. Han reappears, offering to lead the recon. Dom asks little Brian if he's ready to learn how to drive. He replies, "Only if it's stick shift." One last race. The family gathers in Los Angeles for one last race and barbecue. Dom lines up beside Letty, Hobbs, and Roman just like old times. Brian's Skyline waits, driven by Jack in tribute. The engines rev as they prepare to launch. A montage of past races flashes between frames. They speed off into the sunset, together. Fast never ends. A post-credit scene shows a mysterious woman watching Dom's crew on satellite. She contacts an unknown caller. "The next era begins now." A familiar voice replies, "Time to shift into overdrive." Cut to black. Title fades in Fast Universe, Phase 1. Coming soon. A post-credit scene shows a mysterious woman watching Dom's crew on satellite. She contacts an unknown caller. "The next era begins now." A familiar voice replies, "Time to shift into overdrive." Cut to black. Title fades in Fast Universe, Phase 1. Coming soon.